Go for it.
Good evening, everybody. This is Top Bins Football. It's the week of ahead, whatever. I'm here today. My name is Louis. I'm here today with Cal and Azza. Normally we'd have Benny with us, but he's a little bitch.
Yeah, he's not feeling very well.
There's a migraine. What do you reckon of the week of football, boys?
Well, first of all, before we go into the week of football, I think that we should talk about the FA Cup that's just happened.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah, because I feel like the draws that have been made are very exciting games, I think.
Yeah, so what we got? We've got Everton, Man City.
Yeah.
And then Bournemouth, Southampton.
Before we do the draw, surely we should speak about the matches that have happened.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm just going to come out and say that West Ham United was the worst game of football I think I've ever watched in my life.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was that bad. There's a difference between boring football and like chess football.
Yeah.
Like I think it was just evenly matched. It wasn't exciting, but it wasn't boring. Like it was what it was.
After McTominay scored, I fell asleep on the sofa. I woke up after it had finished, and I was running to Chloe saying, "Did we win? Did we win?" Because I fell asleep.
I watched it with Chef, and he left before the goal. Man United fan left before the goal. Yeah,
it was a good goal. Nice goal.
Yeah, it's a nice goal. McTominay was class for the amount of time he played.
Yeah,
but I think we spoke about this in the group chat, boys. I don't think any Man United player deserves any man of the match there.
No.
No.
For me, Mark Noble was, considering he doesn't play a lot.
Yeah.
He doesn't play a lot, and he led the team out. He kind of held him off. I think it was evenly matched, but considering he doesn't play a lot, I think he was the best player on the pitch that day.
Yeah, he was good.
He held, apart from when Greenwood
skilled him up. Yeah.
So how old is Noble?
Oh, 58.
He's getting on, yeah.
68 or something.
No, he's like 33.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's also how much pace he has, to be quite honest with you. But, you know.
Then we had Everton Tottenham.
I mean, what a game for the
I did not expect that. Did not expect that.
No, well, I didn't expect Everton to win.
5-4.
Yeah.
And no one played badly either. Like conceding 4 goals means you play bad. Like, both of them conceded 4.
Yeah.
Mourinho was fucking fuming.
Yeah, just had confirmation. Mark Noble is 33.
Mourinho came out saying that 5-4 is a hockey score. In training, if we play a mini game and a team concedes 4 goals, I take them into the change room and give them a fucking talking to. It's not good enough.
Yeah, but for such a park the busser and defensive manager, conceding 4.
Conceded 5.
5, sorry, 5.
I watched. Well, no, but you'd only count 4, really, don't you? Because like, it's normal time. Like, in a way, in my head, it's like if it was betting, and you put 4 all, you'd win the bet. But if you put 5-4, you wouldn't win the bet because it wasn't like.
Yeah.
But I watched a montage clip of Harry Winks. Because he finally got to play. He was fucking dreadful. Absolutely dog shit.
I've never ever rated him.
I did. I remember James Ward-Prowse made the England squad about 4 years ago. And I was like, why is he making the team and Harry Winks isn't? And then I realised I was fucking stupid.
So Everton get Tottenham get knocked out.
Calvert-Lewin was class, and Sigurdsson was fucking world class. Like,
I love Sigurdsson.
Sigurdsson scored and set up 3 out of the 5 goals. 4 other goals. 3 out of the other 4 he set up.
Yeah. I'm well pissed off because Calvert-Lewin's got a double game week coming up this week, and he picked up a hamstring injury in that game. So I had him as my captain, and now he's not playing.
Shit, so, I think I might have as well. Not captain, but I think he's in my team.
But yeah, also Davinson Sanchez, shout out to him grabbing 2 goals.
All that.
Yeah, because he's only ever scored 1 goal for Tottenham before that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and obviously it's FA Cup, but it's still against good opposition and Everton. So you can't really say
what other games do we have? Burnley, Bournemouth.
Yeah. I think I think I recall saying in the previous thing that Bournemouth would potentially get a result there, and they did. So fair
Yeah,
enough.
I wrote them off. I had Burnley walking it because of how defensive they are, and that Bournemouth have just got a new manager. So it's like, well, they haven't even got a real manager yet.
No, they've got a dead
So
ball.
it's- Well, no, Woodgate's in charge.
Yeah, Harry's just helping.
Harry's helping out.
Yeah.
But it's like, but even so, they haven't got a real manager yet. So it's like, normally when a new manager takes over, it's tough to win the first game. But when the manager that takes over doesn't actually want to be the manager, he's just helping you out. That just shows to me. But they're a good side. Like,
Yeah.
links to Bournemouth are Lampard, Terry. John Terry is one of the favourites to take the Bournemouth job.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah, I think Lampard or
would be good
Terry
there.
would do well there.
I think Lampard will do bits in Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I reckon so.
I agree.
But I think what went in Bournemouth's favour is they scored quite early on, and then that put Sean Dyche in a position where he
He
doesn't
can't
like to
play
be.
behind the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like they like to they'd sit behind the ball, bag a goal, and then sit behind the ball again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where
they
they
sit behind
conceded
the ball
early.
for an hour. They sit behind the ball for an hour, score in the 60 to 70th minute, and then sit behind the ball again.
Yeah, so where they conceded early, they couldn't do that, and it just puts him out of his comfort zone, and he can't be boring old Sean Dyche anymore.
Then it was a
Which is
Stanislas
why I think
penalty,
Bournemouth
wasn't
ended
it?
up winning. It was, yeah.
Which
It was, and Stanislas penalty
oh, right,
with the second goal. And that, I know we weren't talking about the draw, but that brings them into another South Coast derby in their next game.
Oh,
against Southampton.
exciting!
yeah.
Especially for
So
us.
that tells everyone that Southampton won their game.
Yeah,
Yes, they did indeed. Southampton won 2-0 against Wolves, which is a very good result.
and they've got
Off the
Wolves.
back-
They've got Wolves again this weekend.
Off the back of some of the results they've had, that's a very good result for them.
Which we said that it's like what I said the week before in the league. It's like they're two very even teams.
Yeah,
It's like they're going to cancel each other out. I bet in the league it's a very different game, and I think Wolves probably come away with the result.
that's what
Alright.
Colin said that to me the other day. He said, "You watch. We've got Wolves in the FA Cup. We'll win when we haven't won in the league in ages, and then we'll play them again at the weekend and lose because it's the league."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see that
There's
happening.
nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose in the FA Cup. You've got more to win for teams like Southampton.
Yeah,
They're not going to make Europe in the league. Like that's pretty simple. But if you win the FA Cup or at least get close, you could get Europe.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Because
What
I
other
read
games-
something the other day that apparently Ward Prowse once dreamt that he'd be lifting the FA Cup at Wembley or something. So maybe this is it. I saw it. Apparently, he did like
Maybe
a
you should join another team.
he did like a statement where he said, "I once dreamt of lifting the FA Cup at Wembley." Never know.
I mean, so did I, but look at me. So there you go. Other games we have 3-1 City Swansea.
Pretty shut
That's
out.
a result we all expected.
I didn't even
and-
see or watch the highlights of this game, to be honest.
Man City were just Man City. They scored when they wanted. They didn't push at all. They just played as they do. And then in the 90th minute, they did a mistake, and then Swansea scored their goal.
Scored in the 77th, but yeah, they sort of just hit the foot off the gas near the end.
Yeah, but it's just like it was a pretty much like we're 3-0 up. Yeah, not 90th minute was a mistake, but yeah, it was just like
Yeah, I get what you mean. Another one was Sheffield beating Bristol. I think everyone expected Sheffield to win.
Yeah,
But I think Sheffield are in that mind frame as well. Like, we might go down, or they probably will go down. But what if we go down and we make Europe? Like,
that's only happened a number of times before, isn't it?
Yeah, Pompey.
Yeah, it
they
doesn't
weren't
happen.
allowed in. Pompey did it, but they weren't allowed in because they owed tax money, so they weren't actually allowed to join Europe.
Yeah,
A late winner for Leicester against Brighton. Very late winner.
Very
95.
late. Wasn't deserved either. Definitely wasn't deserved. Brighton were the better team in my eyes. It was very evenly matched. Brighton looked better, and then late winner. How it happens in the FA Cup, boys.
It is indeed. And then the last game was Chelsea Barnsley, and there was a penalty shout, but obviously there was no VAR because it was at Barnsley.
It was a clear penalty as well.
Yeah, very, very clear penalty. It would have been given if it was VAR. Ref didn't see it, obviously.
Which I find unfair. I've spoken about this before. I think if VAR is at one ground, it should be at all, and if it's not at all grounds, it shouldn't be in any.
It shouldn't be used,
because then it's disadvantaged. We talk about the Cheltenham Man City game in the last one. Yes, Man City won, but but they left it late. But 2 out of their 3 goals were clearly offside.
Yeah.
And the third one was questionable. So then Cheltenham, if you think about it, all 3 goals could have been ruled offside in the last round. So Cheltenham could make it through here, but because they're kind of getting punished for playing at home. Yeah. And then Barnsley, luckily it went for Barnsley this time. Barnet.
Yeah.
It's like it helped them out, but I don't agree with that. I'm not always on the little boys' side. I'm not always on the little guys' side. I think it should be fair for everyone.
Sully's just come in and said VAR is shite anyway. Was good during the World Cup and the Euros, but has failed in the Prem.
Yeah,
I agree with that
every week.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
But Chelsea only beat Barnsley 1-0, which is I thought they'd win a bit more than that.
Yeah,
through Tammy Abraham.
Yeah. I mean, Tuchel hasn't really won by a massive margin yet, but obviously within a game like that, you'd expect him to. But...
Yeah.
But I think that's the style of play he wants to play. Yeah, we go 1-0 up, and that's it. That's all we need. We saw it the week before against Brighton. They went 1-0 up, then they went 1-1, and they had to score again
against Sheffield. That was
Sheffield. Yeah. So they scored that penalty, and then it was like, man, they didn't do anything because they don't need to. That's the style of play he wants to do. And fair play. That's how you win games. I think that's how Arsene Wenger won so many league titles, because that's how he played.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to the draws.
Yes, as we touched on before, Everton City. I think that's a City win, but Everton could come in and upset.
Don't know. It's a toughie.
Don't know. That's the big game. That's the highlight for me.
Yeah.
But as we've said, City score for fun. So if it's a harder team, they'll just come out and put it on them straight away.
Yeah.
The live chat ain't showing up for me, boys.
Yeah, it's not working for me either. But
it's only on the screen.
It's popped up on the screen for me.
Yeah, it's not on the chat.
It's not actually working on YouTube for me. But...
it is. It is on the what's it called?
It's on the screen.
On the live stream.
Yeah, it pops up on the
streaming page.
And then the South Coast Derby, as we've spoken about,
which is great for us.
Big game. Yeah,
obviously
game.
Living down in between Southampton.
At least twice a season for the last fucking 9 years.
Yeah. I think it's just exciting to see this year.
Oh, here you go. So the live chat is open now.
Oh yeah. So when's Aaron going bold then?
When we get to 250, boy.
We need 250 subscribers by the end of March.
I don't know who Slow Moses is, but Slow Moses...
It's Charlie.
So Charlie, please share this page into all your group chats and everywhere.
Absolutely
we can get to
everywhere.
250 subs. We're only on 47. We need more than 6 subs a day now. We need 8 subs a day for this to work.
I think you're safe, Aaron, to be honest.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly on. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I reckon Bournemouth nicked that personally, but...
no, I think Southampton got it.
I could see Southampton in the semis.
Well, I'd prefer Bournemouth to do it, because I like Bournemouth, but it's like... Yeah. Southampton are just like... They're the better side.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So, Leicester versus Man U, Cal, what are you saying?
I like that draw, to be fair.
Do you know what? I reckon this game is going to be more boring than the West Ham game.
I don't.
They will shut each other out more than anything.
No, we don't like playing against teams that are too defensive, because we find it hard to break teams down, I find.
But no, because you're just as defensive.
Yeah, I'm not... No, what I'm saying
I had an argument with a United fan I know, and he said, oh, you knew it was going to be... You knew, West Ham, you'd struggle to score against West Ham when they played 2 CDMs. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Man United played 2 CDMs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but then you played 4 at the back as well. What are you talking about? United are one of the most offensive teams we've ever seen, especially under Ollie.
Well, what I'm saying is we find it hard to break teams down. So you look at like the Wolves game is a prime example of that, where we nicked it right at the end.
West Ham, Burnley.
Yeah, prime example. We don't like breaking teams down, whereas Leicester are quite attacking. They're a bit like us. So I reckon it would be a better game. I mean, look at the game against Liverpool in the FA Cup. 2 attacking teams going at each other. 3-2, 5 goals.
Attacking? You're not attacking. Like,
we're counter-attacking. We're counter-attacking. Liverpool are attacking.
I think United go through pretty easily for me.
I'm not going to say easily, but I think we will.
I think it's pretty easy. I don't rate Leicester much.
I think Leicester are a class team. I think they're a class team.
They're doing well, but I see too many flaws in their game.
Yeah, no, I reckon United win. I can't see it being as cagey as the West Ham game. But yeah, no, I think United win that.
Saying that, we've got to get to the semi because we've got to bottle it, haven't we?
Yeah.
So of course we're going to win. We're going to go through and then we'll bottle the semi for the 6th time in a row?
Well, I reckon you get through and you come up against City and they do you in.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, City win the quadruple.
Yeah, probably. And then it's Chelsea, Sheffield. Another one. Oh, Sheffield on their day, they can hold out for a fucking 1-0.
Sheffield.
Yeah,
we saw they can play. They can play. It's just I think it's more confidence issues now. But I think in the cup they won't give a fuck. Like,
I'm going to go out there and say Sheffield win.
I'll go Chelsea.
No, I'm going to go Chelsea as well. But it'd be nice to see Sheffield win.
I'd like to see Sheffield go through. But
I think that's more the reason I'm predicting them to win, because I want them to.
Yeah.
They'll probably think we're getting relegated. Let's fucking go out there and fucking do something.
I think that's the same reason why Aaron said Bournemouth to beat Southampton as well.
Yeah.
It's a preference, yeah.
Yeah.
So
well, realistically, Chelsea will probably win.
But then we can we can talk about that. Who wins? Who do you reckon wins?
It's got to be City.
Clearly, City.
Yeah, I can't see.
I think it's between City and Chelsea.
Chelsea are too defensive, so they will win 1-0.
United will get Chelsea in the semis again, or City. It'll be Chelsea or City.
City will
because we've lost 2 semis before, and to both of those teams.
I'd quite like to see you get to the final and then get wrecked by City in the final. If I'm being quite honest.
Yeah, Manchester Derby in the final. Manchester Derby in the final would be quite cool.
Everyone remembers who's in the final. No one remembers who's in the semis. So I prefer United to be forgotten. But
a bit like this round that's just gone, eh, Louis?
Yeah. No difference to me, bro. But who I'd like in the final would be City and
Bournemouth.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
Or Bournemouth Sheffield or something.
Bournemouth Sheffield final.
That'd be nil-nil.
It's a shame. It's a shame that Southampton are playing Bournemouth in this round, because it'd be good if they both made it to the final, South Coast final. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
So they had to drive past each other's town to get to London to play.
Yeah. We'll pick you up on the way through.
Share the same fucking bus.
Should we share a bus? Yeah, I'll get double decker. Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's some exciting games there and some good results throughout the week. But Premier League wise, we need to predict what is happening in the Prem.
We ain't even sent the predictions out yet. We're like Aaron this week.
No, I know. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Wait, what day are we on? Friday today, isn't it? Oh, Liverpool Leicester, first game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So we're without Fab. He's injured again. So I reckon we're going to see Hendo and Phillips line up. I don't think we're going to.
I can see a Ben Davies.
No, Nat Phillips is proven, bro.
It'll be Phillips, Hendo at the back.
Yeah, fuck off any of those Williams. Don't have Reece Williams there. He's fucking dog shit.
Which one's Reece Williams? Is that the one that played against us in the FA Cup? The one with the bushy hair?
He cost the game.
Yeah.
Nat Phillips is a baller. I like him.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, so Phillips and Hendo. I don't think, as I said, we're going to play Kabak or Ben Davies just yet.
If they play, they'll play 20 minutes tomorrow.
I think Kabak's going to start.
And they'll only come on if we're 2-0 up or something. If we're fighting for the game, they're not coming on. But I reckon we're at Leicester.
I reckon it's 0-0, boys.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
I'm saying 2-1 Leicester.
All those scores are very believable.
Yeah. Just think.
Well, I hope I'm wrong. I hope.
Actually, I think it's 1-0 Liverpool.
I hope we come out and get a result.
That's the thing. It's so hard to predict Liverpool at the minute because some weeks they come out, like against Tottenham, fucking incredible, and then there's another week they'll come out against Brighton, and you're like, how do I predict what's going to happen?
How we play against Tottenham, we win 3-1, 3-0.
Yeah.
If we come out how we come out the last couple of weeks, then it's going to be a 1-1 or a 1-0.
So I don't think anyone's got points in our thing for Liverpool in the past 3 weeks for predicting Liverpool games.
Well, I think we got points last week because we predicted for City to beat us.
Yeah. But no, none of us have got 3 points out of a Liverpool win.
No.
Because Liverpool, Brighton, you're obviously going to put Liverpool.
Benny will know. Benny, join the chat. Benny, tell us. Benny knows. Benny asks every week what the points are when he's written on his wall like a fucking.
Yeah. He's a
psychopath. It wouldn't even surprise me.
Psychopath.
Just gets Lily's lipstick now and just starts fucking scrawling.
He's got like bits of string everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a fucking crime scene.
There's screenshots of every message ever sent all over.
His whole room's covered.
Yeah, that's Benny for him.
He's got like filing cabinets full of notes.
When you're not here, Benny, you can't defend yourself.
So the next game after that is Palace Burnley.
Oh, fucking hell. Boring. Is Zaha still out?
That's something, again, we need Benny here because he's they're missing.
I just love how with Palace, if they're gonna do well or not, you've got to know if Zaha's injured or not.
Playing.
That's not a good thing.
If Zaha's there, they win 2-0. If Zaha's not there, it's 0-0. But
I reckon 1-0 Burnley.
Yeah, it's gonna be shit. If they haven't got Zaha, he's their only player.
I'm gonna chuck it out there as a 2-1 Palace. I think. They're at home.
See, it's predicting games like these that piss me off in our thing we do because it could go any way.
Yeah.
Like a City Burnley is like a given. Or
we'll all predict like fucking 1-0 Burnley or 1-0 Palace or whatever, and it might be in like 6-4. Just like what?
Yeah, it was like last week I predicted Burnley to beat Brighton. I put 1-0 Burnley, and it's fucking 1-1. It's like such a hard game to call.
Yeah. So this is going to be another interesting one. City Spurs is going to be.
So Spurs beat them last time. Spurs. That was. I saw a stat online earlier. So when they met each other in November, City only had 18 points. Since then, since November, Spurs have only gained 18 points. And City have gained 38 or something.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So I think at the beginning of the season, City was shit. When they weren't shit, they were trying to find their feet.
Ropey.
And they lost their striker. It's kind of working out what we need to do. And now they found their feet. They're
unstoppable.
They're walking over this defensive Tottenham 3-0.
I'm not going to go 3-0.
If Kane's fit, it's what they get a goal, or he's close to getting a goal. It's 3-0, 4-1 for me. City just too good.
And
the only reason I don't think that's happening, well, that might not happen, is because Mourinho's going to have fucking laid into him after this performance against Everton.
Doesn't happen, bro.
I reckon they'll get a goal. I reckon they're going
to want out. Mourinho's going to want a result, and he's not going to settle for anything less than a draw potentially. So they might come out and just play for the draw. I know that doesn't.
Yeah, but that doesn't work against City.
Doesn't work.
That doesn't work against City. City will just attack all day until they get their 3 goals.
I reckon it's a City win.
Looking at the league now, it's so unfair. They
need their own league.
Yeah, it's like going on FIFA and playing on amateur. It's just fucking pointless.
I'm going to go.
There's no one threatening. I'm going 3-0 City.
I'm going 3-1.
2-1, I reckon. I've had to captain John Stones because he's the only other one in my team's having a double game week. So I hope it's a nil.
I've got Cancelo and Diaz with a double game week in my team.
Ruben Diaz is mud.
Ruben Diaz is a baller.
Yeah.
My God.
I reckon he's the best centre back in the league at the minute.
Better than Virgil.
Yeah, I reckon.
Moving on before I start anything. Brighton Villa.
Oh, sorry. Quickly, before you go on about that game, something about the City Tottenham game is we're doing a live watch along as well for those watching.
Yes.
On the City Villa
Us three,
game.
is it us three?
Yeah, I think so. Us three gonna do it.
Unless Benny wants to get involved because he wasn't involved tonight.
There's at least three of us.
At least three watching.
There'll be some of us tomorrow.
Just be a basic chit chat, watching the footy, chilling out, talking about the game.
Talking about whatever. Yeah.
That's tomorrow, isn't
So,
it?
Brighton, Aston Villa.
Brighton are dangerous and defensive, but Villa are too good this season as well. It's 2-0, I think.
2-0 Villa is what I was going to say.
So I was going to say like a 1-1, but then I hate predicting draws in our
Is McAllister fit?
thing.
I couldn't tell you. So
Because he was he injured last week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
I think, and me and Benny disagree on this a lot, but I think McAllister's fucking world class.
Sully's just put, I got Sterling, Foden and Diaz in this week for fantasy football. Double game weekend should mean points.
Who's your
you
captain?
fucking need him, Sully.
Any one of them your captains, Sully? Speaking of Sterling, I'm not going to release the whole teams, but yesterday we recorded a top 11 English players who you take to the Euros, and my phone's just died.
Nice.
Aaron didn't take Sterling.
Yeah, well,
there's a bit of controversy in there.
He took him on the plane, but not in the team.
You'll see why. There's an explanation behind it.
Sterling captain this weekend. I'd captain Foden.
I've got Foden captain, but Sterling, I reckon's a good
You got
choice.
Stones captain, you said?
Sorry, Stones. Yeah, I don't have Foden. Sorry, Stones. Yeah,
I'd captain Foden if that were me.
Foden's a baller.
Yeah.
Too good.
The only thing that you'll get with Pep is that they'll both play one game, or they'll play half of one and half of another. They won't play.
Not recently. Foden's played every minute, hasn't he?
Yeah, I suppose, but in a double game week, he might rest someone for
Foden will play 70 minutes, then another 45 or yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that they'll play their full squad for a lot of time against Spurs, and then I think they've got a slightly lesser team.
So this double game week, is this for the game in hands? Games in hand.
No, it's just normal games.
It's just normal games. Because I know City had a game in hand, didn't they? I didn't know.
No, I think it might be City's. I don't know.
Because they've got Everton as well.
Yeah,
I think it is their
Everton,
game in hand.
And it's Burnley Fulham as well.
Yeah,
That's
it is. It is the game in hand.
So it's only double games. Yeah, it's only game in hand. Yeah.
Sully's put Villa defense. Villa defense has been good, by the way. Couldn't fault them against Arsenal. Whilst watching the game, I couldn't fault Villa at all. They played so well, and Arsenal were dog shite.
I had it differently. I said Arsenal were the better team that day, but they were just unlucky. Villa were lucky to win that game. So today, we might as well, while we're here, after we've gone through this weekend of football, we need to do the double week as well, boys, yeah?
Yeah, it's just the Wednesday fixtures. Yeah, I've got them up here, it's fine. So,
should we save it for Monday?
We could do a Monday.
Yeah, we'll save it for Monday, sorry, actually. So Sunday, first game on Sunday is Southampton Wolves, which we touched on a minute ago.
2-1 Wolves, 2-0
Southampton are home.
Yeah.
I just don't think Southampton winning in the cup. I don't think they'll then win in the league. Because it's just the most Southampton thing to do.
But then Wolves can't score. They can't do too much.
I'm saying 1-1.
I reckon Southampton take confidence from their win and they nick it 1-0.
Yeah, it might not be 2-0 again. It might be a 1-0. Yeah.
I reckon they'll lose 1-0.
Where did they play for the FA Cup? At Wolves.
I can't remember. Must have been at home.
I think it was at St Mary's, actually.
Fucking shithole.
I've not been to St Mary's. I've been to.
It just smells of council.
I've been in St Mary's.
It's fucking horrible. It is a terrible stadium.
And I've been in the Amex.
That's a beautiful stadium. Brighton Stadium.
Lovely. Beautiful. I went there when they were in the Championship.
They were at Wolves when they won.
Oh, really? So surely you have more confidence at home. I might just do 2-0.
Yeah.
I want to do 2-0 again.
I reckon they bag it 1-0.
Yeah, because I take it, Wolves wouldn't have started their strongest side in the FA Cup, surely.
They've only got one side.
True.
Yeah.
True.
They've not really got anyone at the minute, so.
The Portuguese and one Spanish.
And
a Mexican. And the Mexican. Yeah.
So the next game is West Brom United. Cal, what we saying?
Surely that's a United win.
Yeah, well,
Is this the week they drop? Is this the week that West Brom wake up?
Well, it's always against United that teams seem to wake up. I mean, look at Sheffield, you know. I reckon we got that 3-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear.
I think that's a 3-0, maybe a 2-0.
Yeah.
Saying that, we do like to concede.
Yeah,
probably a 3-1.
I'm going to say 4-1 United.
I'm going to say 1-0.
0.
You all said this last week. Man got 11 points.
I never said
Yeah, you're back in the race now. It's all very close, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's very close.
Now.
It's good.
Apart from Chamber, he's dead in the water.
He's not. He's back in it.
He missed the game week.
He missed a week.
And he missed a week.
Yeah.
But I reckon because you had a fairly boring game against West Ham, I reckon you're going to come out and just put a few past them. So that's why I'm going to 4-1.
But like Cal said, they don't like defensive teams, and West Brom kind of are defensive. Yeah, they do concede a lot, but like that's the style of play that Man United don't like.
And can I just say, right, I've realised this recently, that McTominay is fucking class.
I've been saying this the whole time.
I know you have. I've always known he's been alright, but like watching him recently, he's fucking class. And he needs to be in our first team.
I think he plays better when he has sort of freedom to attack as well and push up.
Yeah, not just sit defensively.
Yeah. If you're playing him as like a holding midfielder, nah. If you're playing a box to box, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's class, and like people saying to me, Man United fans as well. I'm not a Man United fan. I'm far from it. But people like always say to me like, oh, he's not any good, and I'm the one trying to big up their player. Like,
yeah.
I've never said he was shit. I said he was good, but I've just never said he was class.
No,
I've just realised recently that he's like, I don't know.
He's world class material. He's not world class. He's world class material.
Yeah. But he's got to be playing the right way. He's got to be playing the right position.
Southgate missing the boat there, not letting him, not picking him up to be in the England squad is.
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
No, he's not.
I remember this story. So the Mourinho thing, wasn't it?
Mourinho said because he wasn't getting in the England squad, Mourinho told him go for the Scotland squad.
Oh, I see.
And Scotland then picked him up the same way Declan Rice went to Ireland, and so did Grealish, and then they had to get poached back because they both played for Ireland. So
McTominay could have been in the England squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been good, really good.
Yeah, I'd definitely have him as my holding, or like box to box, like you said.
He'd get in. He'd get in all of our teams, I think.
Yeah, he'd definitely get mine.
I think I'd have switched Henderson out for him.
Fucking hell! I didn't think I'd ever hear you say that.
But
that was another controversial moment.
You can't get your captain out. Your captain.
My captain.
Mike.
I'll put him in there for. You see it in the video. You see it in the video.
I've just realised that I haven't actually looked through the fixtures for this weekend yet until now. Fuck me, Arsenal Leeds. What a game!
What a game!
Yeah, that's
Leeds 3-0.
What
that's
the
next. That's the next game. Sunday.
Leeds 3-0, I reckon.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
I reckon it's more like a 3-2 Leeds.
You can have Sonny jumping in the chat in a minute.
Leeds are too good at attacking against that defence, and
Leeds are
Arsenal
winning.
Don't have a striker. Arsenal can't score goals.
Sonny's just come in with, if Tierney's fit, then I have hope.
Well, your left back.
I don't think that's going to stop Leeds coming through, yeah? Just Tierney alone.
I reckon it's going to be...
Harrison kisses over Tierney.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think... I'm going to say... 3-2 Arsenal. I think Arsenal nick it.
I'm putting 3-2 Leeds.
3-0 Leeds.
Nah, Arsenal
are going to score.
Arsenal will score because of Leeds. Leeds love to concede as well.
Score.
Leeds are very leaky.
Yeah.
They concede a lot.
Arsenal's strike force is leaky. They've got 3 wingers playing up front. Like,
Yeah, but they do well. Like Saka, like ball
they don't
up.
do well. They don't do well because they can't score. They don't score goals.
If Saka is on his A game and Pepe steps up, then yeah. And you
Saka's
got Emil Smith Rowe as well. Like, I don't think they're going to start Aubameyang. Although I would start Aubameyang over Laka.
I'd start Aubameyang as your furthest man forward.
I don't rate Laka. I really don't rate Laka.
Laka's not. He's not. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he had a good season.
That's Arsenal's problem. They play Orba out of position. They don't play him as an out and out striker, which is where he should be.
I think Arsenal have always done that. They make people wingers. They do that a lot. I said this last week. Martinelli is a winger, right? But naturally, he's a striker.
Yeah,
he's the same. He's the same as Rashford. You know, Rashford's like been forced out to the right or the left.
Yeah.
Martinelli return him back into a striker.
Yeah, he would do fucking big.
You've got your number 9. You've got your number 9 there. You don't need to spend any money. You've got a future lad in world football there.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I can see him doing bits over the world. Like he's a future Real Madrid, future Barcelona, like number 9 player. But if you turn him into your number 9, you won't have to worry about that. He's your boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tierney helps out the attack so much and can help the left side. Laka starts over all with me. Laka is more creative and drops back. Coming in from side.
You don't need someone to drop back if you're playing a number 10 role as well, because that's his role to drop back. Like Laka isn't more creative than Aubameyang. I think they're equally as creative, but I think the stats that help in the Premier League, Uber has over Laka. Like Uber's quicker, like he's a better finisher. As a number 9, your winger is better finisher than your number 9. That's not good enough.
No.
Laka's not strong enough, not quick enough. Like but he's stronger than Uber. But Uber doesn't need the strength if he's that fast. Because Laka's not fast, he needs to make up for it in strength. He hasn't got that.
Yeah.
So it's like, what has he got? He can hold up the ball well, and then he has to feed the wingers. There's no point of him being there. That means you're playing 2 cams. Like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I reckon Arsenal 3-2. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I reckon it's going to be a very entertaining game to watch. I'll definitely.
I hope it's
definitely watching
3-2.
that one.
I hope it's 3-2, 4-3, that sort of score.
Yeah.
But like, I can't see Arsenal doing bits. I hope I'm wrong.
And then we've got Everton, Fulham.
Good game.
It's a draw.
2-0.
It's a draw.
Everton too good.
It's a draw.
Yeah, they're not going to have Calvert-Lewin, but I think James,
Richarlison.
Yeah.
Andre Gomez.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, 2-0 Everton. I think.
We'll go 1-0.
Same as me. Fulham can't hold a draw. Like,
you do realise I'm saying all these scores on here, and then when I actually come to do the ones on the message, I'll either forget what I've said or think, why the fuck did I choose that?
Yeah. I saw that last week. Aaron was saying stuff in the chat. They're saying something on the live, and then 10 minutes later in the chat, it was a completely different score.
It wasn't 10 minutes. I did the next day, but yeah, like I just sit and think about it, and then I'm just actually.
Nick Peters. Well, Aaron's like do work.
It's not my light, bro. It's my TV. I told you this earlier.
And then Sully. Oba has done nothing for Arsenal this season, though. He hasn't been that big impact sub or player at all.
Neither's Laka.
Both of them are shite. No, Aubameyang's not shite.
I agree with him. Laka's had more impact this season. Something I don't understand what happened to Auba, really. He was absolutely class before he signed his contract. He got his contract signed, and then he's just turned into shite.
Yeah.
His wages have doubled. We don't need to do anything. I'm a blood clot. Shut up.
Also, a little bit of knowledge that fucking Louis came out with this week is Ty from Arsenal Fan TV turns 51.
Yeah, that's mental. He looks about 12.
51.
He dresses like a 12-year-old, acts like a 12-year-old, and 50 fucking one. Yeah.
Fights with 8-year-olds that call in.
Boys, quickly, I need to go for a wee, so you're gonna have to excuse me for 2 minutes.
For
2 minutes.
Yeah. The reason I noticed that he was 51 was watching a video of his 49th birthday, and that was in 2019, right? And the cake they got him was an Invincibles cake. And he said Invincibles 49 times before he blew the candle out. He's a fucking dinlo.
He's so funny though. Watching him get fucking rinsed about like his headphones, anything, and just watching his reaction is fucking beautiful.
Have you seen it when he blames the rain?
Yeah.
You got to remember, it has been raining.
Oh, it's just like when he marches and waits by the referee's car after the game
for an under-23s game.
Yeah,
that is. Yeah, I saw him. He played a game in CDM for someone.
Ty is such a bad end. All of them at AFTV are on the special bus from Sunny.
Yeah, well, they're not. They used to be called Arsenal TV, and they had to change it because Arsenal didn't want anything to do with them. Well, they were called Arsenal Fan TV. Now they're legally called AFTV.
Yeah,
because Arsenal don't want anything to do with them.
The only one that I can tolerate is Don Robbie because he actually talks some sense sometimes.
No, he don't know anything about football though.
It's time to go.
Claude is a racist.
Claude, yes, he is.
I quite like Troops. I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's obviously now at Barstool Sports in America.
Yeah, so he's done bits. Like Barstool is a big company.
Yeah.
Shout out Dave Portnoy. He does the pizza reviews and that. So like he's done well, and I like Troops the way he's from the same sort of area as me, and he kind of he's just happy to be there. Like, if you watch him, like I was watching Arsenal Fan TV versus the United Stand football game, and Troops just stopped turning up because he was getting too drunk and high on weekends.
Sorry, boys.
I hate the fact that they are what represent Arsenal. Troops is funny, and good on him for leaving.
I'm just reading these live chats. Ty is such a bellend. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Big old racist.
I've got one very angry baby outside of this live in this area.
Lovely.
You'll probably hear it in the background because I remember watching one of our videos we did the other. Oh, was it? What video was it? Might have been on the Euro one I was editing earlier. Just hear this screaming in the background. I'm like, oh god, you don't realise it's that loud with your headphones on.
I've watched back most of the lives and I can't hear him.
It's because he's been asleep the other lives. Not today. He is angry. Hey ho.
What other games have we got on Monday? So we have West Ham, Sheffield. Louis, what are you saying?
2-0 West Ham.
It's a toughie.
Yeah, it's close, but I think West Ham are better at shutting out the opposition than Sheffield are.
Where are you playing? Where's it played?
At the Olympic ground, yeah.
Yeah, it's at West Ham.
That's a win.
It's not West Ham. It's not West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham at home.
Yeah, I hate that fucking stadium. But I think West Ham are better at shutting out, and they can shut out teams like Sheffield with ease.
Sully's just put. Didn't know Aaron lives by you, Cal.
That was Charlie. He was. I think he was referencing me being the baby.
Oh, I see. I see. Nice. Well, you look even more like a baby if we get to 250 subs.
It's not his beard as well, is it?
No,
it's not. Just beard, if you like minus the beard, just the bald head.
West Ham are a force this season from Sully, and I completely agree.
Correct.
They're completely different to what they have done the last couple of seasons.
I think Moyes is starting to show that he's a good manager now.
Yeah. I think they've always picked the wrong manager in, especially like Pellegrini is a world class manager with money. Like, so when he doesn't have all the money in the world, like he did at Man City, he was like, I don't know what to do. Like, very defensive. It's not the way West Ham play. There's no it's like big men in the middle winning balls, like hitting hard. Like that's the way West Ham play, and I think Moyes is bringing that back.
Yeah,
Moyes is doing very well. And shout out, like my favourite player at West Ham is Souček, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
And he gets in team of the season for me at the minute. Like
he's 4 million. He was 4 million.
He's playing fucking mental. I'll take him at Liverpool in a heartbeat.
He should have been in the top transfers.
Michael Antonio, it's his first season. You can't really call it a top transfer yet because he hasn't done.
Yeah.
Michael Antonio as well. He's 33 years old, having the best season of his life.
Yeah.
Is he having the best season of his life though?
Yeah, but the problem is he's too injury prone.
Yeah.
So he's found his place. Like he's found that style of play that is strong, speedy. He's worked out his training regime, so he's not just a speedy guy. He's not just a strong guy. Remember, this guy's a left back. Michael Antonio is a left back.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who's then,
I didn't know that.
And then West Ham brought him, made him into a left mid, and then a right mid, and now he's like found his way up top.
That's mad. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Normally it's round the other way. Players start up front and then get forced backwards. He's gone the other way.
What was Arsene Wenger thinking bringing on Walcott that early?
Who wrote that?
This is Charlie, and
so that's a joke from the IT crowd.
Yeah, and there's a
problem with
backstory
Arsenal.
behind this.
They always try walk it in. There's an app for this.
Yeah, but there's also a backstory around this. We've got a mate that we speak to like all the time called Sam. Whenever we talk about football, that's all he says because he doesn't know football. He just knows that line.
So
he knows that one line.
There's a joke from the IT crowd because they know nothing about football. Every time someone mentions football, they've got an app that comes up with, what's Arsene Wenger thinking bringing Walcott on there? The problem with Arsenal is they always try to walk it in. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? Like that.
Yeah. So yeah, every time we talk about football, that's all that Sam chimes in with. Bless him. And then the final game before the double games is Chelsea-Newcastle. What are we saying? I reckon Chelsea win.
Chelsea win 1-0, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. It's not going to be.
Or Newcastle do a wonder because Almiron's in form.
Thing is, they picked up a few injuries against Southampton, didn't they? I know Shah's injured.
John Joe Shalvey
Wilson's
and
injured.
Someone's suspended as well.
Yeah, Hendrick.
Yeah, and John Joe Shalvey, I think he wants like one last good season. I think because he's doing bits this season. I think he's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Almiron's a baller. They just need to sort out that. They just need to find a good striker.
Well, I think Wilson. I think Wilson's a good striker.
Sonny's just come in with Newcastle having no Wilson, and he has a hamstring injury that could sideline him for up to 8 weeks.
Yeah. So that means they've got to play Carroll or Fraser.
I forgot about Fraser. Yeah.
Carroll's not good enough. Fraser will play.
What about Joelinton?
Yeah, he plays on the wing, really. But
they have played him up front before, though, haven't they?
Yeah. When they played 4 up front.
Dwight Gale, stick him up there.
Yeah.
Werner is a doubt. He's apparently got a dead leg, but he should play according to Tuchel.
I wake up with dead legs. Like...
Charlie's just put in the chat. Chelsea win maybe 2-0, even 3-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if they scored.
Yeah, I say 2-0, but it could be a 2-1.
I think 2-1 because I think Newcastle can do bits up front. Like they not up front, their midfield do bits. Like they're workhorses in that middle.
I honestly think this might be one of the hardest weeks we've had to predict.
The Longstaff brothers are workhorses.
Yeah.
If one of them plays or if both of them play, and then you've got John Joe Shalvey, you've got Almiron. It's just they've got power midfield, boys.
Sully, if Newcastle get relegated, where does Almiron go? He's class and deserves Prem football.
Tottenham or City. Nah. But he won't get in the City squad. He won't. That's the sort of club that.
I don't think we're talking that high up.
I reckon.
No, it's that sort of club that'll buy him. Or Villa. Villa's where he would fit in.
He would do bits of Villa.
The Villa,
would you take West Ham?
100% taking.
Yeah. I reckon West Ham, Villa, Everton, sort of that kind of.
Yeah, but it's teams like City that have disposable money to buy players like that, so they'll buy him and then just waste him,
ruin him. Yeah.
But then there's also St. Maximin. Like,
where's he going? There's no way he can go down. He
can't go down.
He's way too class for Newcastle.
But he's injury prone. He is injury prone.
Yeah. How old is he? Really he's like 28, 29?
No, he's younger.
Is he younger than that? I thought he was
really young.
Oh, I thought he was older.
I think he's like 21. My phone's dead. 22.
I don't think he's that young, is he?
Yeah, I think he is.
Let me have a look.
Aaron's got it.
23.
Shit, he's my age.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that. I thought he was like 28. Yeah.
It's his birthday. It's his birthday in a month. He'll be 24.
So he's a year above me. That's mad. He looks older.
Him and Ty can have a joint party.
I feel like Benny here. Chelsea apparently have only lost one of their last 25 Premier League home fixtures against Newcastle. Back in 2012, that was.
Those sort of stats make no fucking sense.
Nah, it's anything can happen, can't it? Especially this season.
The last time we beat them was in 2012. Yeah, but none of the players that played then play now.
No. Of course.
What Sully's just put's quite interesting. Big old Bruce needs to go. Eddie Howe would be a good replacement.
What, Eddie Howe to Newcastle?
Yeah.
So famously, Eddie Howe joined Burnley, right, as the manager after leaving Bournemouth. And then didn't actually take the full-time job. He left because his wife doesn't want to leave Bournemouth or Dorset. He needs a job close.
So he probably wouldn't go to Newcastle.
No, he wouldn't go to Newcastle. If Burnley's too far away, Newcastle's too far away.
So he's more like if Ralph goes from Southampton, he'll take that.
Yeah, he'll take that.
Yeah, or Brighton maybe.
Yeah, Brighton's close enough, or the Salisbury job.
Or just take back fucking Benitez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd go back, but Benitez is free now. He left his job. Just get him back.
Chelsea defending is like leaving your kid with a stranger. Anything could happen.
Who was? Who said that?
Charlie.
He's a Chelsea fan.
Chelsea's defending, did he say?
Yeah, Chelsea's defending is like leaving your kid with a stranger.
They've been class since Tuchel's come in. They've conceded one, and it was an own goal.
True. Yeah, that was the weirdest own goal I've ever seen.
Didn't know that. I saw a Palace throwing him up. Apparently, I think he's referring to
Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe.
Who's looking at that?
Palace.
Well, it's still quite close.
For when Roy pops his clogs.
South London.
What? Roy's popping his clogs next week?
Well, he's in the vulnerable category.
Crystal Palace they're essentially South London, but they're close. They are. If you can say he would go to Brighton, you can say he'd go to Palace.
Yeah, it's proper down, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't. But I think Southampton's the perfect job for him.
Yeah.
Or Brighton, because Brighton manager's probably going to get sacked soon.
Graham Potter.
Yeah, he can't be there for too long, and if he stays up, he might keep his job. But
how long's Potter been at Brighton?
Fucking hell, Benny.
This is where we need Benny. Charlie, did you see that Rudiger own goal? Yes, we did, and it's the weirdest own goal I've ever seen in my life.
Shocking.
It's not him. It wasn't him.
No, it was communication errors, I think, between him and Mendy.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
But it's the the Brighton pressure, Sheffield pressure on the defender.
Yeah,
causes that issue.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was Rudiger's fault.
No,
it's
a
Mendy.
Fault, it's Mendy, but mainly it's the pressure from the striker.
If you're a defender and you're not hearing anything from your keeper, the first thing you're thinking is, right, let's try and get it out. I mean, he could have fucking
the keeper shouts to pass whilst running away. So it's like,
it's a weird one.
And if you don't pass, then the striker's going to take the ball and score. Mm-hmm. So
it's a strange one.
Oh, sorry. So just to dampen your spirits a little bit, Tierney will not be making it to play this weekend.
Unless
he's expected back in training next week.
Tierney only plays in the snow. He only plays well in the snow.
But Leno and David Luiz are back. So David Luiz, I don't know if you're happy about that, but Leno's back, so that'll give you some sort of confidence.
David Luiz is slower than a week in prison.
Thing is, David Luiz recently, before his fucking red card, which is still controversial, he's been playing really fucking well. Like he looks like old, like prime David Luiz from back when he was at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think
Sully, Cedric on the left still, then David Luiz can fuck off. Sorry.
I think no, it's fine. I think I can't see the chat, so I think David Luiz, strikers work him out, and that's why he got sent off last game, because they play that close to him, but just out of reach.
Yeah.
So it's like we know what he's going to do. He's clumsy. He throws a leg out. He's not fast. I'm going to play on his back foot, and then he's going to throw a leg out to someone.
Yeah. On his day, he can be fucking class. Like, even still, like, you know, when
he used to be a baller, and he scores some great crackers as well. Like, but
something I've noticed about him as well is his fucking long pings up the pitch, like, fucking second to none.
Before he joined Chelsea, he was a CDM at Valencia, I think, or where was it? It was Valencia,
I believe so.
Yeah, so he has played that box to box role. He scored some good goals. I just think he's past it now. But he was at one point. I think he's ruined his own career. He's like stayed in the Prem for too long. If when he left Chelsea the second time, he goes to out. He stays in Paris. Like he stayed there. We would have just been okay with it. Like.
Yeah,
because he was doing bits in France because it's slow, like or slower, shall I say?
It is. Yeah,
he's a Champions League winner, Premier League winner. He's done what he needed to do.
yeah. Solly's just coming with Gabriel and Mari is the pairing I want to see. Mari hasn't put a foot wrong when he's played. I know he's had an injury, but looks good. Gabriel is a future leader.
It won't be Gabriel; it'll be Holden again.
I reckon they need to give Gabriel more of a chance. I think he's class.
Yeah, I like Gabriel.
Louise is back. It'll be Holden and Louise.
Yeah. What's his? David Luiz was great, but yeah, he's past his prime from Charlie. And Solly again, Party can ping long balls like Louise, so I'm not bothered about him. I think Louise is a good influence for the younger guys and keeping them calm, but that's about it.
Party was class against Wolves.
Party is out with a hamstring injury.
You guys know my thoughts on Party. I think he's a job. Like.
No, I think given a good run of fitness, which he seems to obviously struggle with, I think he'll come into his own and start leading that.
He's 28 years old. Like I said this last live. Like if you're not world class at 28 or nearly world class at 28. You ain't ever gonna be world class. He's not the player everyone thinks he is. He is good, but he's not like this incredible midfielder that everyone thinks he is. He's wildly overrated.
I disagree somewhat, but I see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from.
If he was this good at 22, 23, which he was, he hasn't got any better. It's like if he was this good at 23, I believe it. I believe the hype. He's now 5 years after when we first saw him, and he's not great. He's all right.
I think he's going to benefit Arsenal.
He doesn't get in. He doesn't get in to the Man United side. He doesn't get in over Pogba, Fred, Bruno, McTominay. He doesn't get in over any of them.
No.
He doesn't get into the Man City side. He doesn't get into the Chelsea side for me. Who else is there? Who else is at the top?
Tottenham.
Does he get in over Højbjerg?
Possibly.
I don't think so. He doesn't even get in the West Ham side. He doesn't get in that West Ham side. He doesn't get in over Rice and Souček, does he? For me.
Solly very angrily, he doesn't get in over Fred. Nah.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Fred's a workhorse, mate.
He doesn't. Yeah, only over work rate alone. Skill wise, Party's better than Fred. But work wise, who am I going to take? A person who doesn't like fucking tracking back as a CDM. He doesn't track back.
I'm not gonna dash Party's name until I've seen him properly. Like have a good run of games without injury.
Yeah, so
I reckon he's gonna.
That proves my point. If he can't play 2 games in a row,
I think Arteta brought him back too early. Personally,
we said Matip needs to be wrapped in cotton wool because he can't play 2 games in a row. But then Party, it's fine.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, I do agree. I do agree partially, but I'm not going to slate him as much as what you are.
I've never seen a CDM not track back. That's your number one job. He doesn't like defending. You're a central defensive midfielder.
I love it how Solly was kicking off about not getting in over Fred.
He doesn't get in over Fred.
I see where he's coming from. There's pros and cons for both.
Yeah.
He doesn't get in over Fred. No chance.
I think the best thing about Fred is his work rate.
Odegaard starting this week.
Well, he needs to he needs a run out, but I don't rate him. But I do not. He's not a Prem player. But prove me wrong. He needs to be playing. He can't be playing 5 minutes each week. Doesn't.
I think that's the only problem with Arsenal. They've got such a stacked midfield. If you think about it, like The amount of people they've got, like decent
Why
midfield.
bring in Odegaard? Like, why?
Solly's just put what I said. Arteta made him play when he wasn't fully fit, and injury continued to worsen, which I agree with. That's referencing Party.
I don't understand the reason to bring in Odegaard. I don't understand it, especially when he's a player who's never played Premier League. Famously, isn't a workhorse, but then you've got Guendouzi on the books, who's playing elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When they bring him back, I think Guendouzi is going to be a future captain of Arsenal. If they do bring him back and start playing him, because he has that.
He won't come back without.
Mentality.
He won't come back if Arteta's ever in charge.
No, because Arteta don't like attitude.
He needs to leave, or Arteta does. Like, unless they work out their differences. But right now, it looks like he won't come back. They can't work together.
I hate Arteta. Yeah. I say this every single live stream, but I hate him.
Yeah.
I don't have any like negative, passionate feelings towards him. Like,
I just don't think he's a manager.
No.
He's worked under Pep, and that's it. And he's kind of there on name alone, which to me is strange as well. It's like Arteta isn't an Arsenal legend. Like, he played there 2 seasons.
Mm.
He's an Everton legend. And it's like he's kind of that Lampard thing again, like the Lampard syndrome. Like, is he there because of who he is, which is strange.
I believe he was originally, but he's proven himself slightly.
He has done well. He has done. He had a terrible start, but he should have been sacked before. But then
he won the FA Cup.
Yeah, and then this season they should have been sacked again.
But he's climbing again.
For Europe. Yeah, he's doing all right.
Solly's come up with Xhaka is the more defensive out of the pairing of him and Partey. Partey was brought in to be able to move the ball forward, add creativity. Before Partey, the ball was sideways and backwards.
Yeah, but then he hasn't played, and you've been better. Like, Emile Smith-Rowe. Like, Partey's been okay. Like,
I think that's another thing though. Like, prior to
that's not an argument against me saying he doesn't track back. He's a central defensive midfielder. If he's not a defensive midfielder, then don't play him defensive mid. Like, that's not an argument for me. The argument is he doesn't defend. He doesn't track back. That's your number one job. Yeah. Yes, to ping balls over the top all over the place, but then the other side of it, he loses the ball a lot and doesn't chase it back. He loses the ball. Xhaka has to then cover him, and then does too many fouls. I like Xhaka. He's a leader, a true leader in football. But I think he has to do too much work because Partey loses the ball too much and then doesn't finish his job.
Yeah.
I think Partey, if he's out there with Xhaka, like that sort of gives him not sort of the confidence, but like, I think he has it in the back of his mind that, like, you know, I can do this, and if I make a mistake or like, Xhaka is there to sort of mop up.
So
Partey just needs to be played in the right position.
I just don't think he's a centre midfielder. Or no, I do. I think he's a box to box rather than a defender.
Yeah, he's more of a he's literally like McTominay, being played in centre defence.
I think he. Last time I saw him play was the Newcastle game we watched together, Aaron. And he was all right. Yeah, he was decent, but it was against Newcastle, and he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything great. The leaders of that game was Smith-Rowe and Saka. Like,
that's another thing. Like, that's something Arteta has done well. Now he's finally put some trust in the youngsters, and that's paid off so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Saka's one of, if not their best player, or has been their best player this season.
Yeah, 100%.
Smith-Rowe's up there, like, you know.
Smith-Rowe just needs I think he's got a bit of a confidence issue, and but otherwise, I think he's great.
And as soon as Martinelli's fit, and if he's played in the right position, like that striker role, I think he's got mustard there, honestly. But them three, Pepe as well. As soon as we did that video saying he was shit, he's come out and started performing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all us boys.
Yeah, he must watch and think, I better up my game if top bins don't think I'm very good.
Yeah, he's going to hate me. I think Arsenal are they're not the team they used to be. They're not world class anymore. They're mid-table club fighting for. They're at the same level as Villa to me now.
Yeah. And Villa still beat them.
I don't know if you were out of the comments, or I was distracted by something, but the one good thing Unai did for Arsenal was bringing the youngsters to the first team.
Yeah, I agree.
And Martinelli gets in my team all day long, yeah, which I fully agree with.
Yeah.
I think he's class. Well, we've seen that when he has played.
Martinelli, he's my striker on FIFA as well. I've 4 seasons in, and he's up front with Ferran Torres.
I've just had Solly's girlfriend message me, which shit me up a little bit. She was like, "What's that under your duvet?" So I had to sort of give it a little glance. What a fucking bitch. What a bitch.
Yeah, what is it under there?
Yeah, so
there is something there.
There is
Madeline
something
McCann.
there. Oh.
We're live.
Anyway.
Here's a bonus for this weekend. I don't think we're going to see Mike Dean.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So it's time for another referee to take the spotlight and make
John
some
Moss.
awful decisions.
We
see the referee.
No, you won't see it till the day.
God, Solly sounds like Aaron here. Arteta is a dickhead for constantly bringing Willian on. He can get out of my club.
Oh no, it does say the match officials. Anthony Taylor's referee in the Liverpool game.
I think Willian, because he was free, it's like you kind of let it slide, but then don't play him.
Yeah.
He's fucking dog shit. And that was another thing on Arsenal Fan TV when they said Willian was better than KDB. They said Willian is better than De Bruyne and Bruno and they said someone else. Who else is a winger?
Well, De Bruyne and Fernandes aren't wingers.
Yeah, but like that was he said one winger.
Oh, I
and
see.
Then two cams.
I see.
You got Simon Hooper referee in your game, so that's not too bad, Louis. But
That's
you do
all
have Michael Oliver on VAR, so
Yeah, that's right. They work together. If you do one, you do the other.
yeah.
Who have we got, Azza?
You have refereeing for you.
Not Kevin Friend.
Craig Pawson,
Who's in the VAR box?
Jonathan Moss.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
Man City fan.
Oh, no. Luckily, it's
Benny's
West Brom.
12th man.
Yeah, it's Benny's 12th man. Luckily, it's not. Luckily, we got West Brom.
You know, that works for you because he's a big club man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He never goes against the big clubs.
Yeah,
Liverpool have Anthony Taylor refereeing with Stuart Atman VAR.
Sorry, I was just nearly sick. That's awful.
Yeah. And Arsenal have Stuart Atwell refereeing with Andre Marino and VAR.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's the game, and it's against Leeds. So that's the game where there'll be dodgy red card. There'll be a red card in that game, for sure.
What, Leeds Arsenal?
There'll be a red card in that game. Yeah.
Put a bet on it.
Yeah, I will.
David Luiz after suspension.
It wouldn't surprise you, would it?
He's done it before. But that does bring me to a point. The FA were looking into what's his name, Mike Dean and Lee Mason. Think they looked into it for cheating. They genuinely looked into it, and I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I doubt anything will be done because they don't like to penalise refs, as we've seen.
But what they're doing is they're looking into them to make it look like they're doing something about it.
Yeah.
But nothing will happen.
Yeah, but it's good to see something at least.
Yeah.
Because it's the bad refereeing that can ruin the game.
Yeah.
What else we got, boys?
Unless you're a United fan.
Yeah, you've had it easy. Well, and Liverpool have had it easy.
Liverpool have had it easier this season, apparently. I was looking at the stats.
Last season as well, they won a fucking division on it. So
Yeah.
I'm not biting, bro. I'm not.
Oh, we caught
a
big in. We
you don't have to bite. You don't have to bite if you agree, mate. It's fine. Yeah, so I recorded an episode for my podcast with Steve the other night, and speaking about moving up to Liverpool maybe one day, and he's like, "Oh, it'd be cool to have another Liverpool fan," and I was like, "I'm not a Liverpool fan," and he's like, "Oh, I thought you were."
I don't know how. I don't know where he's got that from. You slate Liverpool.
I'm like the furthest thing.
Yeah, you're the furthest thing.
The furthest thing away from Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people who are watching who don't know Steve's a regular in the chat. I don't think he's been here today, but he's going to be our quiz master
On Sunday.
Upcoming video, and he's in next week's live.
Is he doing a live? Is he doing a live with us?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
sick.
jumping on Monday.
You agree to this?
I must just put all right, and I just didn't know what I was agreeing to.
He's jumping on a Monday because Ben's being a little bitch again.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And he's mustard. He knows a lot about football as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he was on my show, and he just wanted to talk about football. And as Aaron knows, and Cal, but as Aaron, I said to Aaron, there was no football because I wanted to keep it separate.
Yeah.
And he's okay.
What do we talk about then?
Yeah.
What else is there?
Yeah. Yeah. We're fucking doing too many podcasts at the moment, boys. Fucking everyone's trying to go.
I know. I'm about to start mine and all.
I was a guest today on GG on Wrestling. There's something about wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking gets loads of viewers. So I don't think I'd be guesting on other people's podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else have we got this weekend, boys?
Nothing really else football related.
Work?
Not for me.
No, just for me. Other than that.
The boys were asking about all that, the warden because I put something in the chat about. I was saying something to them about the warden and that.
Oh no, we said it on the live. We said it on the live once.
What about it?
They were just asking like what you did and like why I wasn't doing it because we mentioned it last week.
Mm.
They're very selective of their chefs now since I did it.
Louis the hooligan.
Mr. Golf, Mr. Golf.
Legally, we're not allowed to say anything.
Yeah, let's not start anything. Let's just say Louis not allowed to do it again
Because of my actions.
So we are next live tomorrow.
5:20, we're going to go live.
Yeah, about 5:20. We can look at the lineups first, City Spurs, and then watch the game. And then we are live again on Monday.
With
Steve.
Then episode released on
Wednesday.
What's that?
Yeah. Oh no, I tell a lie. We've got a podcast released on Sunday.
Have we?
Yeah, the Euros one.
The video recorded yesterday.
Oh right, okay.
So we're doing a podcast on Sundays now.
Steve's one. The quiz will be going out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so we've got live watch on tomorrow, podcast Sunday, live Monday,
as well as the video.
Quiz on Wednesday.
Cool.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to talk to us, please put in the chat. We will try and answer everything.
Football related, preferably, not anything about my fucking hair.
Yeah, if you are watching,
said it now.
share
You
it
said it
everywhere.
I know what this lot are like, bro.
I forgot. I completely forgot. So now,
I posted it
everybody...
I posted it into a Man United fan page I'm on Facebook. It's got 25.9k members.
No, that seems to have done a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, hang on. The way I put the message was like, oh, please help me out. This guy's a Liverpool fan. We can humiliate him. All this shit. Obviously, because I hate the Liverpool fans. But it has to get approved by an admin, and you're not meant to self-promote on there. And I was like, admin, if you see this, please approve. But it never got approved, so you're lucky.
So I tried to put it in a battle rap for him, and it didn't get approved.
Yeah. So you're lucky there. Sully, I didn't call you Baldy Baldy.
I didn't call you Baldy Baldy.
My name is
things me and the boys quote on the regular.
So what do we reckon of the new signings? Do you reckon Josh Madger will do bits or not?
Yeah.
I think so.
When I say do bits, I reckon he'll score a couple.
That's not doing bits then, is it?
That's not doing bits.
Well, it's better than Fulham are currently doing.
No, not really, because they got Lookman. Lookman's class. Like, they brought in someone to replace him, but on loan. So
Does Lookman play up top though? Does he play up front, or is he more of a number 10?
Or out on the left. He's a winger. He's like Foden. He plays all those roles.
Nick's dropped in with a "Hi guys," and I'm
Back cooking again.
With my,
Oh right.
my eggs and onions.
Got K in my DMs.
Yeah, check it out. There's a episode on Hungry.
Chef Paco Talks, is that the channel?
Chef Paco Ben and
Chef Paco Ben, yeah.
And then a new episode's out on Wednesday, one we recorded the other night.
That's
Yeah,
don't need to
raw
edit.
reactions.
Raw reactions.
Sonny's got K in his DMs. He was the one that I was saying his message there. I don't know what he's doing, but
Sully.
he's up to no good.
Hi guys, I'm back cooking again.
Today I'm going to cook some onions for longer.
Yeah, it's I've got my bacon in the pan. I'm
I'll tell
using
you
my
what, guys,
scissors, and I have
one
to
I did
cook a
watch
bit
the other
longer.
One that we did watch the other day was Piss Take Ice Cubes, and she still fucked him up. She literally did a 3-minute video on making ice cubes, and she still fucked him up.
You're not supposed to be watching any.
You've
watched loads.
Got any puff pastry? I want to make croissants. You got to watch the hedgehog potatoes one.
Oh mate, yeah. Well, trust me, that's a fan favourite.
Hedgehog potatoes.
Hi, boys.
I don't think I've ever had more anxiety than when Kay's cutting those fucking
I don't think we
potatoes.
should be. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Top Bins Football, the leading podcast, talking about Kay's cooking.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
Okay, well, everyone, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and make sure you like the video. If you go down into the comments, you'll find my merchandise. Oh, yeah, my merchandise. And if you go onto my Facebook page, you'll be able to find my merchandise. And make sure you message me, and I'll get you some out to you. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to comment.
Right, thanks everybody for listening. This has been Top Bins Football. Please comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe, like, all that good shit.
Mate, I was doing my outro as K.
Cheers, guys. Take care.